Hi, good day. My name is Desiree from White Wolf. Today we're going to talk about perfectionism and spiritual reasons, so multiple ones behind that, because it's not just the fear of doing it wrong and what people might think, but it's more than that. So we're going to walk through that today. So yeah, let's begin. So first, in very short, what's perfectionism? That's of course not wanting to make a mistake or do something wrong. And the word itself means that, but usually it's interpreted as going too far, spending too much time, or looking down sometimes on other people when they aren't spending as much time on a task than you are. The reasons behind that usually are insecurity or got a lot of criticism or yeah, maybe even the lack of feedback. Feedback is usually interpreted as bad, but you can often get positive feedback everywhere, and yeah, that can also lead to perfectionism. But what are the spiritual reasons? If you are here and if you're looking for the spiritual reasons behind stuff, then you are probably already very high sensitive, a high sensitive person. It doesn't come the same way to all the high sensitive persons. So one gets easily tired and one gets easily angry and one gets a little, well, stuck on perfectionism. And that's because we feel as high sensitive persons more than others. I don't mean in the emotional way, I mean it very literally. So we just catch a lot in our surroundings whilst other people just can focus on the task they're doing. So while other people do that, we also notice, I don't know, a bird singing outside, or we get caught in another thought of us. Okay, so when we feel a lot of things we don't really have to, but it still happens to us, it gives consequences. So as I said, like getting angry easily or cry a lot because it's very literal. We catch a lot of things from the outside, they get stuck on us, and then that has an influence. And if you cry, you lose the things that are stuck on you. If you shower, also, if you get angry, also. So everybody has a way to lose that what's stuck. It's actually pretty normal. But with perfectionism, you sort of try automatically to prevent that other things get stuck on you. You just try to avoid everything. You try to avoid negative feedback because that gets stuck really hard. It hurts you sometimes. And if you feel like you're doing it perfect, you sleep perfectly, you eat perfectly, you do your task good, then we feel balanced. And most of the time it's of course not really balanced, but all right, we feel balanced. And if you're balanced, you sort of, yeah, enlarge your aura. So when something does happen outside, again, like a bird singing or dog barking, then it doesn't get stuck on you easily because you feel balanced. Yeah, but of course perfectionism taken too far makes you vulnerable again, and then when that's happening, you're just like every other high sensitive person, and then things get stuck again. So that's one reason, to avoid taking up too much from your surroundings. And another thing, we often get dealt with a lot of energies that are not supposed to be around us, like um, someone's grief, or a colleague who is, yeah, you name it, something that's bothering us. And then those energies are stuck again. Instead of crying and showering, you can get eager to do it all perfect, because it's also a way of losing things that got stuck on you. So crying is literally crying these energies and then lose them. But being, if you already have energies, and then when you feel that you have to be a perfectionist, then you just are constantly working on yourself to be good, to do better. And I mean, it sounds really negative and sort of sometimes is, but it's also like being able to reflect on yourself really well, unless taken too far, of course. And then when you're reflecting and evaluating, yeah, you get more in balance, and then you also can get rid of the things you picked up outside. So that was it for the long, short video about perfectionism. Hope you liked it. There are ways around this, and I actually mentioned some of them already. If you shower more conscious, then you can also ask yourself to get rid of all that you picked up on the way. If you do some morning ritual or ask a guide to help you not to pick up so much, then it can also, yeah, then it can help you at least a bit with that not picking up so much. So there are things to do about it, and you can always ask me, of course. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time.